God spent extra time creating flowers to show man the beauty of his creations. Enjoy this kindness every day in your life of hard lessons that you chose. A.H. Richardson.
University of California, Los Angeles. A middle-aged, pretty and slightly intimidating professor begins her lecture. She has shoulder-length black hair and is of Indian descent. She has glasses chained around her neck and is dressed professionally in a black business suit. With her dark hair, it brings focus to her face, drawing the attention of her Generation Z audience. Her lab coat is draped over the chair behind her desk. A drop-down screen displays her lecture topic. A student reads aloud under her breath as she puts down her phone. Professor Suni Vishnu, Lecture 1, Fundamentals of Flowers, Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, EEB 101. The professor begins her lecture with a large group of students. She puts on her glasses and speaks.
First, we will discuss how the universe that we know creates such beauty with seemingly so little. For instance, the beginning of a flower, like that of its stalk and bulb, begins with the Fibonacci sequence, like nearly all life in our universe.
She changes the initial slide on her presentation from her name Professor Suni Vishnu, Lecture Fundamentals of Flowers. There is a click, and the next slide shows diagrams explaining the Fibonacci sequence.
1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, etc. As you see, the exponential growth occurs counterclockwise, male and female, or 2 plus 1, or with offspring equals 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5, and the genetics from the 3 grow exponentially, building upon itself until the entire genetic combination is fulfilled in adulthood. For example, the image to the right was created by Quentin Carpenter, a true genius in formatting a complex idea into something a layman can comprehend easily. The top row, upper left, is the male, and the second is the female. When combined in the third image, what does it look like?
Yin and yang.
Correct. Please raise your hand next time. Yin and yang, unlike the common thought, is a balance of masculine and feminine. Now, middle left of their union creates offspring, or 3. This combination grows exponentially to complete the genetic code. The next 4 images are 5, 8, 13, and 21, be it flowers, mammals, or invertebrates.
As she finishes the statement, she picks up a conch on her desk and passes it around. Note the counterclockwise growth of the shell.
As my father taught me at a young age, the universe grows and moves counterclockwise. Now tell me, does the Earth rotate clockwise or counterclockwise? Yes.
It rotates counterclockwise on its axis and around the sun.
He is exactly right, thank you, Paul. Now, as I move past my nostalgia of growing up in the seclusion of Andaman Island, I give you one last gem from my father Vishnu. He noticed that while I paced, a habit of mine, he said to me, if the universe moves and grows counterclockwise, when deep in thought, why do you pace clockwise? Are you smarter than the universe? From that day forward, I made a conscious effort to pace as the universe moves. His teachings of biology throughout my youth are why I conduct my research here in Los Angeles, where I can have civilization and an abundance of flora to study year-round.
She pauses and continues.
Now the science you can easily understand.
There is a click and a diagram of a mycorrhizal network is displayed. She continues but notices the conch makes it back to the front. She steps forward and secures it and places it back on her desk.
The mycorrhizal network, as you know from high school biology, is a symbiotic relationship between plants, conifers, deciduous trees, and fungus surrounding their roots. They exist in various relationships with gives and takes between species, but nearly always are symbiotic. However, some fungi are more volatile in protecting their Internet of Trees, IoT, or intranet if localized. Localized means cut off from other plants of their species, that is, in a pot, box, or a lone oasis in a field. At times, the sharing of resources can show favoritism toward their species and offspring versus a stranger. It's a wood wide web developed over 475 million years, or plantar wide web in our case here at UCLA. Last, we will discuss the most obscure plant knowledge people tend to forget.
Click. The slide shows a diagram of a study conducted in the 70s. She continues.
Plants are empaths naturally and can feel human emotion and intent like cows or horses, therefore experience fear of being harmed. It was deemed so because plants reacted to the thought of danger or the intent of animals or humans to do it harm, changing shape, releasing pheromones to repel attacks, or to warn other plants nearby that a stressor is approaching. Pheromones are the fastest way to notify plants outside their intranet, so are used for emergencies in both a planter and in a forest.